This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Dynamite. This would have been from June 11th, 2021. These Friday night 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time shows have proven to be a ratings hit for AEW. But as far as the quality of the shows, they're doing a lot with little, which is a great sign. In fact, sometimes I think that they're giving away too much, but I also understand that they have a show to do, that people DVR the show, they factor all of these things in. They can't make too big of adjustments for the fact that these shows just don't do very well. We are all looking forward to when they move to TBS and we can just keep that Wednesday schedule forever. And in a couple months' time, we're going to have another 1 hour show to deal with on Friday. Yeah, that's the Mayhem show. Steve, are you going to cover that as well? What's my name, bro? What's my name? So we open. It appears that we're going to open for the first time without a match right away, but the promo segment turns out to be very short, so we do go into a match, and it is Angelico, who's sort of the hired gun of Matt Hardy against Christian Cage. It's a very good match, and again, I love Angelico for these things. I think it's such a good look. His style of wrestling is so different that it's so interesting. That the match really works. At the end, Christian Cage wins with his finisher. Hardy attacks him and drops him with the twist of fate. Jungle Boy saves him from further damage. We've set up things. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Cody Rhodes' special announcement in his crazy red, white, and blue thing. He's going to announce us that next week, again, we're building up things for the next show. Aaron Solo will team with QT Marshall to battle Cody Rhodes and his debuting partner, Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson's son. Super cool. And then Marshall made his way down to the ringside area. He challenged Rhodes to a South Beach strap match on July 7th in Miami, a show that I think I'm going to be at. We'll have to see. Marshall eventually delivered a cheap shot to Arn, whipping him across the back with his belt. Brock took the heel down and hammered away before the referee broke things up. Good stuff. It did what it needed to do. My immediate thought was, and again, this is just jaded wrestling person talking, is, Brock's going to turn on Cody to set up this idea that my family has never loved your family. But that was my initial thought. I hope I'm actually wrong about that one, though I think that would be interesting. I just hate the part of me that has a hard time just sitting back and enjoying and not second guessing everything. All right. Look at the trios match. Wow. Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler against Pac, Penta, El Zero and Eddie Kingston. Again, just the subtle storytelling of Penta being kind of caught between Pac and Eddie Kingston, who hate each other. The three of them eventually coming to grips with, you know what, we have to do this thing together and team up. Brandon Cutler taking the fall as the sort of sacrificial lamb for the Young Bucks. And then all of the post-match stuff with the Good Brothers and Frankie Kazarian coming over and helping beat them back. Really great stuff. Eddie Kingston, just watching him be at the height of his powers is so great. Pac, of course, has his own level of intensity and is just such a powerful character. And Penta is over like Rover. Again, a lot of these beatdowns happen, and that is a critique of AEW, and I think it's a fair one, but you can't deny the excitement and the storytelling. So the Pinnacle, cutting their promo, responding to Stadium Stampede. Great series of promos. It's great that we're pairing these people off. It's great that FTR is going to get into a thing with Santana and Ortiz. It's great that Hager is going to have this match with Wardlow that's going to be mixed martial arts style, really exciting. It's great that Sammy is kind of being pulled in two directions with MJF and Shawn Spears. I really like it. Taking the eye off the ball of the fact that Chris Jericho can't wrestle quite yet, or if he can, we're going to take our eye off the ball with a little bit and let Sammy have his time to shine. Really fantastic. And then the destruction of the limousine I think it's a fun segment that they'll be able to replay forever and a day. But more than that, it's a not so subtle thing of, you know what? AEW's got the bucks to run with WWE, and we can do fun things like this as well. I really liked it. It completely worked. And then let me check something really quick. We got Miro versus Evil Uno. Now, this is a foregone conclusion match, even with the great promos leading up to, Evil Uno's like, I really want to bring that title back to the Dark Order and all these tributes to Brody Lee and stuff. At the end of the day, you knew Miro was going to win. And he did. It was a good match. But I think the match really, really worked. I think this idea that Miro's been wasted is completely gone now. The match was really fantastic, and it's really powerful to see, and it's lovely. Kenny Omega's message to Jungle Boy, I thought was really interesting. And then of course, Jungle Boy eventually does come out. They brawl. Jungle Boy gets him into position to apply the snare trap, and then the Young Bucks make the save. Jungle Boy escapes. All right. It's fine. We need our next challenger. We certainly have got it. And Jungle Boy, this is part of his star-making turn, and it's really wonderful to see. Lance Archer against Chandler Hopkins. It's exactly what it should be. He destroyed him. It's great that Lance Archer is kind of being put in this prominent position and capitalizing on it. It's lovely to see. It's lovely to see. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page are chastising Darby Allin for deciding to face them in a handicap match. And they coin themselves the Men of the Year. Just hilarious stuff. All right. Then we had Nyla Rose against Layla Hirsch. This match is also what it should have been, with Layla Hirsch getting a little bit of offense in, but at the end of the day, Nyla Rose just looking dominant and strong. Again, this is the kind of show that they need to have every so often, and maybe more often than they do, which is just serving to build people up for conflicts later on. I think it's really, really good. The post-match promo from Baker is phenomenal. Where Baker is just basically going like, I'm the major star in the women's division and all this kind of stuff. Hangman Page and Preston Vance against Team Taz. I thought this was very effective. At the end of the day, it's what it needed to be, which is, once they got Hobbs 2-on-1 because Brian Cage left after the Ricky Starks slap. It was a great way, so nobody really looked weak, but at the end of the day, they did give a win to Adam Page in 10 as 10's push continues, and they had a little celebration. Obviously, Team Taz is going to go through some kind of reconstruction, and again, stuff is being advanced, stuff is being started, stuff is being ended, but they're not really moving things forward that much, nothing major. But they're still building up the next week's shows, the next major show, and all that stuff. Again, AEW is doing a lot with very little right now, and they're taking their time with stuff, and it's going to pay off dividends in the end.